Hello everyone, welcome to Ruth's Straight Talk, the channel designed to help you, your children and your students live fuller lives, become lifelong learners, and grow into the awesome human being you were designed to be. I'm Cynthia Ruth, and in this video I would like to share with you several ways that you can identify your kinesthetic learner, and I will also explain several strategies to help them excel academically. Also, don't miss my bonus strategy at the end of this video. So let's just get right to it. Research suggests that there are 4 basic learning styles. The visual learner learns through reading, pictures and diagrams and written content. Auditory learners learn through sound. Reading and writing learners learn through reading books and doing research. And kinesthetic learners learn by doing. While many people prefer one style above the other, there is no documentation that says that your learning style is genetic. So it is basically a preference of someone. And while many people may prefer one style over another, they are all capable of learning through different styles as well. In this video, we will look at kinesthetic learners. Kinesthetic learners need to interact with their concepts and the material. They love being outside and being on the move. They need to be doing things, they need to be touching, they need to be feeling, they need to be smelling, they need to be moving some sort of action with their bodies. So how are some ways that you can help your kinesthetic learner excel? Well, if there's a lesson as a homeschool teacher, you probably have lessons that may run for 30 minutes at a time. Your kinesthetic learner will have difficulty sitting still for that 30 minutes. So one good idea is to punctuate your lesson with 10-minute breaks. So they're on 10 minutes and maybe take a 1-minute break. And little kids, you can have them just run around the room once and go back to their seats, or just to stand up, just stand in place in their seats and then sit back down will make a world of difference to your kinesthetic learner. Since the kinesthetic learner has to be on the move, you may stagger or incrementally change the movement in the classroom. For example, the first and simplest way to get your kinesthetic learner back on task is to just stand up in your seat. That's right, just get out of your seat and stand at your desk, or take a walk up your aisle and back down to your seat. Since the kinesthetic learner has to do with movement, the first step is to stand up and get moving. The next stage of movement would be the walk around. This trick for kinesthetic learner style is to move. Walk around while you memorize the information. Probably speak the concept out as you're walking in cadence, or try to solve your problem as you're walking. That movement will help the kinesthetic learner to focus on what needs to be done. The teacher can also use work that allows the child to touch or to feel the material. Another way to make kinesthetic learners is to make it tactile. Incorporate objects that you can move around. Use index cards posted at different parts of the room. Make a model of the solar system and post it on different areas of the room, so the student will need to move from one area of the room to the next in order to synthesize the entire lesson. Create a physical flashcard deck to memorize new things instead of learning them on the computer or from books. The more you cut, paste, shape, bend, fold, manipulate, the better. One strategy for very young children would be to put letters of the alphabet at different places in the room and have them stand in the middle of the room and choose a letter and go to it. They can form small spelling words by doing that. This approach is successful for several reasons. First of all, you're making learning a game and making it fun and competitive, which keeps your students engaged longer. Secondly, by making letter learning active, young children would keep their energy up, which kept the blood and the oxygen pumping to their brain, stimulating learning. Finally, by placing letters around the room, the children can experience spatial difference. This helps making learning more concrete and less abstract. For young children, that is very important. The A in the kitchen, for example, the B is in the living room. So you just put, instead of just having letters on a book, the children will have to move and switch up and change around in order to get a total understanding of the concept. This concept is also a great way for learning languages. For example, vocabulary words. For a student that's learning a difficult language, you could put post-it notes of the word on the objects. For example, the word mirror on a mirror, the word stove on a stove. This would help the children to look through on a daily basis and recognize these items and how they are spoken, how they're pronounced in that new language. When you're looking, for example, when you're looking at the mirror, you're learning the new word mirror. This context makes it easier for the student to understand what the word is rather than repeating it over and over again without any idea of what it looks like. Another way to help your kinesthetic learner is to combine movement with ideas. For example, think of some movement that would cause maybe you to remember a date in social studies. For example, 1492, if you do the rowing motion, that will, as a mime, that would help you to remember that date. Or a falling wall in 1989, you get the idea. By combining movement with a concept, fact or idea, you're increasing the likelihood that you'll initiate a procedural memory and store that new knowledge in long-term memory. Also, walking while you work can help you release some of the stress of having to learn or memorize something. Many study buddies walk as walking buddies as well, and that's a great way to get unstuck. If you're getting tired or bored or frustrated, get up, get out, walk into the fresh air, jog if you need to. All of that will help you to continue the learning process and will help you to create long-term memory of the concept that you're learning. Our bonus strategy for this video is to learn something while you're exercising. Take the kids, the students that are very young, take them out to the monkey bars and the swings and let them memorize the spelling words, for example. As they swing, they memorize the spelling words. As they're on the merry-go-round, you can spell the word and they can pronounce it. For older students, you can take them to the gym, take them to the treadmills. By stepping on the treadmill, they're distracted and their stress levels are lowered, anxiety is lowered, and the learning process becomes much more effective. So if you have to pump iron while you memorize, quiz yourself and study yourself, it'll be a smart and a healthy way to learn. So there you have it, several strategies to keep the kinesthetic learners succeeding. Keep in mind also, parents, that you always have the opportunity or the option to change into a learning program that is best suited for your child. So if you have other ideas that you can share with me, I would love to hear from you. If this video has given you value, please like us at the bottom of the screen. If you have other strategies that I would love to hear about so that I can share with my audience, I would greatly appreciate it if you leave me a comment at the bottom of the screen. And if you are new to my channel, please subscribe so that I can send you notification when new videos become available. As always, thank you so much for spending the time with us at ruthstraighttalk.com. It has been a pleasure. Happy learning and goodbye.